Hey there. It's been a while. So I want to take you through the story of one of the first shots that I ever shot and I ever sold. Because it's a really important part of my memories. It's a really important part of the big change of my life when I picked up a camera. So I thought I'd share it with you. Shall we? Okay. So, let me set the scene for you. No, I'm not in a hurry. The year is 2012. My friend Scott Papick has convinced me that I'm okay at taking photos and I should consider going on my first location shoot with him. And he convinces me and we go on this shoot. And we go across the Pacific Northwest and then we end up in California. And we end up in what ends up being one of my all-time favorite places to shoot in the entire universe. San Diego, La Jolla. This is the Tiki hut. This is on Windansea Beach. Well, it used to be. It kind of still is. But it's different now. It doesn't look like this anymore. The weather has taken its toll. Storms have taken their toll. Time has taken its toll. Time has taken its toll on me. Time's taken its toll on all of us. But I remember this shot very well. Because I remember standing on the rocks. I remember that the sky looked so much warmer through the lens than the air felt to me. I remember the smell of the salt. I remember the sound of the seagulls. I remember the sound of the surf that day. I remember the feeling of knowing that Scott was just around the corner on the other rocks shooting as well. I remember every single sensation about that day. And that's why I always have this shot on my wall, because it's just such a pivotal part of my life. This is one of those moments where I went, fuck it, what's the worst that could happen? Let's pivot. Let's change. Let's move from audio to something different. Let's put myself out there. Let's see what happens. And I did. And look, next thing I know, I ended up at the gallery in Miami. Next thing I ended up with a bunch of bestsellers and a bunch of sold out collections. This one sold out in 2015. It was the third print of mine that sold out. I was very proud of that. The first one of mine that sold out was actually one of the first ones I ever took, which was Lower Falls on the side of Mount St. Helens in Gifford-Pinchot National Park, which ironically was also on a shoot with Scott. But I do think of this shot and this shoot often. And one of the things that it always reminds me of is how moments in time, however well we capture them, we can't capture anything but that specific moment in time in the picture. Everything else is in our heads. And the memory of that day, the experience, the fact that it changed my life, The fact that it opened me up to new opportunities and made me braver in new areas, showed me new areas of the world, showed me areas of the world I'd seen before but in new ways, was something that I will never forget and can never be grateful enough for. So I don't know whether I'd be sitting here if I hadn't picked up a camera and taken that specific direction in my life back in 2012. So thank you to you for loving my work. Thank you to anybody who's bought my work. Thank you for loving what I do. Thank you for loving nature. Thank you for loving the ocean. Give somebody a hug. Much love, MPA. Out. Cheers. It's tequila.